Kazoku ay nangangahulugang pamilya sa kultura ng Japan. Mahalaga ang pamilya at isa ito sa mga unang tinatanong kapag may bago kang kakilala. Ginagamit ito para mas makilala ang isa't isa at magkaroon ng magandang samahan. May dalawang paraan ng pagtukoy sa pamilya. Yours. Ginagamit kapag tinutukoy mo ang sarili mong pamilya habang kausap ang ibang tao. Others. Ginagamit kapag tinutukoy mo ay pamilya ng kausap mo o ibang tao. Mas magalang ang form na ito. Example, Watashi no chichi wa isha desu. Ang tatay ko ay doktor. Okasan wa genki desu ka? Kamusta ang nanay mo?
Next, we will be discussing about utilizing karada and illness and its use in patterns. First things first, what does karada means? Karada means body, and we will be utilizing that word and giving examples throughout our discussion. So here are the examples of the parts of the body or parts of karada. First is atama or head. Next is mi or me for eye, hana for nose, kuchi for mouth, mimi for ear, te for hand, and ashi for foot or leg. And here are the examples of illness in Nihongo. First is kaze or kaze for cold. Next is netsugaru, which means I have or have a fever. And lastly is seki for cough. And lastly, we will be talking about or discussing about the conjunction patterns for karada and illness when we use it in patterns. First is karada ga itai, which means my body hurts. Example, karada ga itai do shita no, which means my body hurts, what's wrong? Next example is hatta ga mairai, which means my head hurts. For example, hatta ga mairai nan karu, which means my head hurts, what's wrong? Lastly, meg ga itai, which means my eye hurts. For example, meg ga itai do shiu, which means my eye hurts, what should I do?
Let's proceed to the module 3.2, which is all about conjugation verb forms. So, ano nga ba ang conjugation? Ang conjugation ay ang pagbabago ng anyo ng verb o pandiwa depende sa tense kung past o present, politeness kung casual o polite, at iba pang gamit. Sa Japanese, binabago ang dulo ng verb para mag-iba ang meaning. Ang dictionary form, ito yung original form ng verb na makikita mo sa dictionary. Tinatawag din itong casual present positive form. Halimbawa na lamang, taberu, which means eat, at nomu, which means drink. Ito yung normal way o casual way ng pagsasabi. Now, let's go from dictionary form to mass form. Kapag gusto mong maging polite, halimbawa na lamang kausap mo ang teacher mo o ang hindi mo kilala, ginagawa mong mass form ang verb. Pero, bago mo magawa yan, kailangan mo muna malaman kung anong group ng verb ito. Step 1, identify kung anong group ang verb. May 3 kasing groups ang Japanese verbs. Unahin natin ay ang group 3 verbs or ang suru verbs. Ito ay ang verb na may suru sa dulo. Usually, combination ito ng noun plus suru, meaning to do. Example natin dito ay ang watashi wa ashita ryoku suru. Ibig sabihin nito, magta-travel ako bukas. Next, meron tayong group 2 verbs which is yung eru or iru verbs. Karaniwan, ito yung verbs na nagtatapos sa eru or iru, ay group 2 yon. Example is mainichi rokujini okiru. Ibig sabihin, gumigising ako ng 6 araw-araw. At ang panghuli, yung group 1 verbs or yung u verbs, ito yung mga verbs na nagtatapos sa u pero hindi kabilang sa group 2. Example, watashi wa hon o yomu. Ibig sabihin nun is nagbabasa ako ng libro. Mahalaga or importanteng malaman at tandaan natin na alamin muna kung anong group pagkatapos ay i-apply ang tamang rule.
Step 2. Applying the rules of each group. Group 3. Change suru to shimasu. Ang example ko, watashi wa tomodachi ni denwa shimasu. Tatawag ako sa kaibigan ko. So, ang pinagkaiba po ng suru at shimasu, yung suru po, yun yung irregular verb na ibig sabihin ay gawin o to do. Ang suru ay nasa dictionary form o tinatawag ding plain form. Ito yung basic form na pandiwa na makikita sa dictionary. Kapag gusto nating magalang o polite ang pagsasalita, kailangan natin palitan ng anyo ng verb. Tapos, pero ang suru po ay irregular verb, ibig sabihin ay hindi ito sumusunod sa normal rule. Tapos yung shimasu naman po, yun yung pinapalitan ang suru ng shimasu para maging polite form. Yung shimasu po, yun yung nakikipag-usap po sa teacher, nakikipag-usap po sa matanda, pag formal situation po. Next po is group 2. Change ru to mas. Ang example ko po ay sensei wa yoru ni nemas. Natutulog ako sa gabi. Ang pinagkaiba po ng ru to mas, yung ru po ay yung nagtatapos sa ru ay maaaring gawing mas form upang maging mas magalang o polite ang pagsasalita. Upang gawin ito, tinatanggal lamang ang ru sa dulo ng pandiwa at pinapalitan ito ng mas. Halimbawa, ang tabiru ay nagiging tabimas at ang miru naman ay nagiging mimas. Ginagamit ang mas form kapag nakikipag-usap ng formal o magalang sa ibang tao. Next po is group 1. Change you to imas. Note that there are some syllables in the Japanese language that don't follow the Western style of syllables. These syllables are chi, ti, shi, tu, chu. Ang example ko po ay watashi wa ongaku o kikimasu. Nakikinig ako ng musika. May mga pandiwa na nagtatapos sa tunog na yu. Upang gawing mas magalang ang pandiwa, binabago ito ng imas form. Ginagawa ito sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalit ng huling tunog na yu, tunog na ay, at nagtatapos ay dinadagdagan ng mas. Halimbawa, ang kaku ay nagiging kakimas at ang nomu ay nagiging nomimas. Ngunit mahalagang tandaan na may mga syllables sa Japanese na hindi sumusunod sa karaniwang estilo ng pagbasa. Sa Western syllables, halimbawa, ang si ay binabasang bilang chi, ang ti ay nagiging chi, at ang tu ay binabasa bilang chu. Kaya kapag nagbago ang pandiwa, ginagamit ng tama tunog ng mga syllables na ito.
Pagbabago mula sa anyong masu, patungo sa te or please form. Ito ang mga hakbang na dapat gawin upang maging te ang mga masu. Una hakbang. Tukuyin muna kung saan grupo ng pandiwa kabilang ang salita tulad ng naunang tinalakay. Pangalawang hakbang, ipatupad ang mga tuntunin batay sa grupo ng pandiwa. Narito ang pangatlong grupo. Palitan ang shimas ng shite. Tulad ng basketball shimas, nagiging basketball shite or basketball shite. Narito naman ang ilang example na ginawang sentence. Narito ang ilang example na in-apply ang step 2. Benkishimasu patungo sa benkishite. Watashi wa benkishite nimasu. O sa English, I study and sleep. Ito naman ang pangalawang example. Kaimonoshimasu patungong kaimonoshite. Haha wa kaimonoshite kaimasu. O sa English, my mother shops and goes home. Tutungo naman tayo sa ikalawang grupo. Palitan ang masu ng te. Narito ang mga ilang example na nanggaling sa module. Pero meron akong example na ginawang sentence.
Ang unang halimbawa para sa pangalawang grupo ay tabimasu to tabite. Watashi wa tabite ikimasu. O sa English, I eat and go. Ang pangalawa naman ay mimasu to mite. Kare wa terebi o mite nimasu. O sa English, he watches TV and sleeps.
Patungo naman tayo sa unang grupo. Alisin ng masu at baguhin ang huling pantig ayon sa sumusunod. Kung ang huling pantig ay i, chi, ri, babaguhin sa te. At kung ang huling pantig naman ay ni, bi, mi, babaguhin sa nide or nde. Kung ang huling pantig ay ki, babaguhin sa ite or ite. Kung ang huling pantig ay gi, babaguhin ito sa ide or ide. Kung ang huling pantig naman ay shi, babaguhin ito sa shite. Narito ang ilang example o halimbawa ng sentence na pinapakita ang unang grupo. Ang unang halimbawa ay kakimasu to kaite. Dahil ang dulo ng pantig ay e or I, kaya pinalitan itong t and e. Watashi wa kaite deshimasu. O sa English, I write and submit. Ang pangalawa naman ay nomimasu to nonde. Kare wa mizu wo nonde yasumimasu. O sa English, he drinks water and rests.
Next is must form to, tai, or want form. Step 1. Identify which group a verb belongs as previously discussed remain the first step. Step 2. Applying the rules to each group. For group 3, change shimasu to shitai. For example, benkyu shimasu to benkyu shitai. For group 2, change mas to tai. For example, tabimasu will become tabitai. For group 1, change mas to tai. For example, kaimasu to kaitai. For group 1, change mas to tai. For example, kaimasu to kaitai.
Good day everyone. Today I will explain how to change a Japanese verb from the masu form, which is the polite present form, into the ta form, which expresses the casual past positive tense. The ta form is used when talking informally about something that already happened in the past, similar to saying did or was in English. To convert a verb from masu form to ta form, we follow two main steps. Step 1. Identify the verb group. First, we need to determine which group the verb belongs to. Japanese verbs are divided into three groups. Group 1, you verbs. Group 2, ru verbs. Group 3, irregular verbs. Once we know the verb group, we can apply the correct rule. Let's start with the group 3, which are irregular verbs. These verbs do not follow normal patterns. For many Suryo compound verbs, we simply change the shite to shita. Examples: basketball shite to basketball shita, or in English, play basketball. Group 2, ru verbs. The rule is simple. Remove masu and add ta. Example: Tabemasu to Dabita, or in English, 8. And finally, we have a group 1 verbs, which follow several sound change rules. First, drop masu. The examples, kaimasu, or to kata, or in English, but.
Magandang araw! Ang part ko ngayon sa pag-report ay ang pag-convert ng mass form papunta sa nai form sa Japanese verb. Ito yung casual present negative form ng verbs. Ginagamit naman ito kapag gusto mong sabihin na hindi mo ginagawa ang isang action. Halimbawa, sa English, I don't eat, I don't play, I don't go. Step 1, kailangan natin i-identify kung anong group ang verb. Sa Japanese, may tatlong main verb group. Group 1, Group 2, at Group 3. Magkakaiba naman ang rules nila kapag kino-convert sa nai form. Unahin natin ang Group 3 verbs. Ito ang irregular verbs at onti lang sila. Halimbawa, basketball shimas, magiging basketball shinai. Byankyo shimas, magiging byankyo shinai. Junbi shimas, junbi shinai. So, ang idea lang ay tanggalin ang shimas at gawing shinai. Next, ang group 2. Mas simple ang rules dito. Palitan lang ang mas ng nai. Halimbawa, tabimas magiging tabenay. Mimas magiging minay. Imas magiging inay. Yamimas magiging yaminay. Yan naman ang group 1 verbs. Ito, mas medyo tricky. Ang steps ay tanggalin ang mas at palitan ng last syllable ang A sound. Pagkatapos, idagdag ang nai. Mga halimbawa, kaimas magiging kawanay. Kakimas magiging kakanay. Hanashimas, hanashanay. So, nagbabago ang last sound bago idagdag ang nai. Important note, may ilang verbs na natatapos sa eru o iru. Pero group 1 sila at hindi group 2. Example, hairu, hashiru, kairu, shaberu, hiru. Kaya kailangan i-memorize sa mga exception nito. So, in summary, step 1, identify the verb group. Step 2, apply the rule. Group 3, shimas, magiging shinay. Group 2, mas, magiging nai. Group 1, change the last syllable to A sound plus nai. At yan ang ginagamit para ipakita ang casual negative form ng Japanese verbs.
Letter A, learn and teach. This is used to describe acquiring a skill or passing knowledge to someone else. Person, wa, subject or skills. Tapos yung dulo is naraimas or oshimas. Naraimas means to learn from someone. Oshimas means to teach. For example ng naraimas is Ana san wa nihongo o naraimas. In English, Ana learns Japanese. Example naman ng oshimas, Ana san wa tomodachi ni eigo o oshimasu. Ana teaches English to her friend in English. Letter B, method of use. This shows how something is used or the tool used to do an action. We use the particle de. Tool/method de action. The particle de acts like by means of or using. Example, hashi de sushi o tabimasu. In English, I eat sushi with using chopsticks. Kuruma de goku ni ikimasu. In English, I go to school by using a car. Letter C, together with. This is used to indicate who you are performing an action with. We use the particle to. Person, to, action. The particle to means with or and. For example, kazoku to gohan o tabemasu. In English, I eat a meal with my family. Another example, tomodachi to kaimono ni ikimasu. In English, I go shopping with a friend. Letter D, made from. This describes the materials used to create something. We use de chukurimasu. Material, de, object, o chukurimasu. De marks the material and chukurimasu means to make. Example, kami de hikoyuki o chukurimasu. In English, I make an airplane out of from paper. Another example, Kide isu o chukurimasu. In English, I make a chair out of from wood.
Let's talk about preference. Preference is used to express what a person likes or dislikes. The common pattern is person wa thing gasuke desu, which means likes, and person wa thing gakirai desu, which means dislikes. If we want to express strong liking, we use daisuki desu, which means like very much. On the other hand, suki ja arimasen or amari suki ja arimasen are used to show dislike or low preference. For example, Ana-san wa sushi ga daisuki desu. This means Ana likes sushi very much. Next, let us move to capability. Capability expresses a person's ability to do something. The verb used is dekimasu, which means can do. The basic pattern is object ga dekimasu for can do and object ga dekimasen for cannot do. To show degree of ability, we add words like yoku for very well, sukushi for a little, and zenzen for not at all. For example, watashi wa eigo ga sukushi dekimasu. This means I can speak English a little. Finally, let us discuss frequency. Frequency tells us how often an action happens. Frequency words are usually placed at the beginning of the sentence. Some common examples are itsumo, which means always, mainichi, meaning every day, tokidoki, meaning sometimes, and maibai, meaning every night. For example, tokidoki tomodachi to eiga o mimasu. This means I sometimes watch movies with my friend.
Vocabulary section from Module 3.3 shows English verb pair with Japanese. Examples: English verb change, Japanese kawarimasu. Example: the weather will change. Tenki wa kawarimasu. Second example: clean. In Japanese, kirei ni shimasu. Example: I clean my room. Watashi wa heya o kirei ni shimasu. Third example: closed. Shimemasu. Example: please close the door. Dowa o shimasu kudasai. Fourth example: cook. In Japanese, yori shimasu. Example: she like to cook food. Kanjo wa yori shimasu no ga suki desu. Example: cry. In Japanese, nakimasu. Example: baby must cry. Akachan wa tokidoki nakimasu. Ginagamit po natin to yung vocabulary lalo pag sa present yung ginagawa natin. Pag actual yung ginagawa natin.
I will discuss the verb form patterns in Japanese language. In Japanese grammar, verbs are not only used in their basic or dictionary form. They change depending on the situation, the meaning of the sentence, and the level of politeness that the speaker wants to show. These changes are called verb form patterns. Verb form patterns help the speaker express different ideas. This includes action happening now, making requests, showing desires, expressing obligations, giving permissions, and talking about experiences. Japanese verbs can change into different forms such as dictionary form, mass form, te form, nai form, ta form, and stem form. These verb forms can also be combined with expression like des, kudasai, narimasen, and ikamasen to create different meanings in a sentence. For example, one common pattern is want to do, which uses the structure verb stem plus tides. This pattern is used to express the speaker's desire to do something. For example, watashi wa sushi o tabitai desu, which means I want to eat sushi. Another pattern is please do, which uses the structure verb te form plus kudasai. This pattern is used when politely asking someone to do something. For example, choto mate kudasai, which means please wait a moment. These patterns are very important in Japanese grammar because they help speakers clearly and politely speakers express their actions, requests, and intentions.